two methyls hanging off it. So to avoid getting these confused, I'm gonna make them methyls right now. Could have made them smaller, but now this is going to go two different ways. One is up here to our star. Can't see that very well, but 6 points on that. Well, one is going to that point. One's going to go that way. This goes down to a diamond. So if you want to color these in, take your time and think about what you're doing here. That's quite all right. It's got all four. So down there. Sulfur, like oxygen's only going to have two, so sulfur's done. Color that in with yellow. We're already in yellow paper, so that ain't going to matter. Now this here actually is going to get a group carboxylic acid coming off this puppy. So we'll just so those are done. If you want to color those carbons in. What about that one? It's going to need one more on there, isn't it? So see how we correct ourselves when we're doing this? Whenever I see yellow, I always think of the man with the yellow hat, old Curious George. And I'll tell you, H.A. Ray wrote one of the best astronomy books. He redid all the constellations, kept the stars where they were, and just picked new things to draw for them. And this starting to emphasize double bonds in there. So big old sulfur's big. So you got to remember that. So this is one side of this. We're coming in now. Coming into a ring that's got a diamond. So remember, the worst you can do is just have to have a line go through it. So don't be worried. Just draw your shapes and worry about the bonds later. And that's the ring right there for the N. Oh, we don't want the N in there. See, I'm already doing this wrong. I'm looking ahead. No, N is part of that. That's right. Okay, it's just it goes over here to a diamond. You got to look ahead a little bit because this diamond here is going to be a carbonyl. So we'll take care of that. And then this is a 4-membered, so here you can even keep it connected if you want. Sideways. So here goes to an N. N is going to go to, so we can keep these connected here, so just draw the diamond, and it gets a double bond, so that's going to come up to another diamond. Just point it this way because now what it's going to get is a side group R out there. So there's more to this molecule, but the part we're focusing on here is it's falling apart. So So that carbonyl here is done. Let's try and color code some of these carbons here. It's probably too late on this side anyway. If carbon is all the way bound to electronegative atoms, color it in. So like right here, it's got 4 bonds that are all connected to either carbon, nitrogens, or oxygens. And since electronegativity is close enough for the sigma bonds, you think of them that way. So the ends, really easy to go in. See how many ends. See, I'm already getting ahead of myself there, huh? Color that in. Now color it. So what I was calling SPs before, I guess these are called S orbitals. Where's a real one? I want to get one that's all the way on carbons. No, this isn't a good place to talk about that. NH to a carbonyl, this just goes anywhere, so CH2 is just carrying the carbon chain onward. Up here we got a carbon, that's probably going to need one, right? It's 4 on that. This carbon here, probably need one. So really, I mean, you're double checking yourself. If you're not in a hurry like I am, coloring it in is your way of double checking everything. Up here. Over here. Remember I said do your oxygens first? Well, when you're doing your sugars, definitely. But here we got a little leeway because I looked ahead for once and I know what's in store for us. But look at the ketones on these. Ketone here, ketone here. So penicillin, huh? It's got everything in it. Now I see why sulfur, sulfonylamides and these other things that they make or something. Sulfurs are big on your antibiotic stuff, so there's something going on here, isn't there? Can't recall off the top of my head. I think the enzymes and bacteria take them up and think they do something else and it messes them up. So this is generally what penicillin would be. I'm going to go through and double check everything here. It's got a carboxylic acid hanging off the end. It's got methyls. It's got a sulfur in the ring. So it's a double ring, 5-membered, 4-membered, one with an N. N's kind of in both rings there, huh? And it's got this carbonyl group in the ring. We don't see that too much, do we? That's the first time we've seen a ring like this.